Hello everyone, and thanks for joining me. My long break is quite over and I'm trying to slowly get back in the swing of things. I got myself some winter stamps and dies so I can be prepared for the winter season. I wanted to share with you some of the things that I got. These are all from Memory Box, as I really wanted to try out their stamps. And I got these tiny sets that have the matching dies also, and I have them right about here. I really love this type of stamps. Even if they are so small, you can do so many stuff with these. You can create cards or tags as the size allows it, and the price is very affordable. I got this one with this beautiful ornament, winter ornament, and it has some sentiments here also, the poinsettia one. This one with the tree, and I really love these tiny birds, and also the sentiment here that says Merry Christmas. As you can see, they are small, but you can use them in so many ways, as they have like small images and some sentiments also. This one is so cute, and this one is a bit bigger. I believe that this is a 4x6, and this is called Christmas Botanicals. I really love all these leaves that you can use for other occasions also, and not only for winter cards. The wreath is absolutely gorgeous, and also the sentiments. I love the font on this Christmas here, and it is the season. So today I'm gonna be using this one with the bunny, and I believe this one too, and make my first winter card. So I've cut myself two rectangles with a rectangle die from Simon Says, and I'm gonna try and make two cards with a different color combo. I'm gonna be doing some heat embossing, and I will emboss this tree branch. I'm gonna stamp with this clear ink by Simon, and although this is transparent ink and it won't be too obvious on my card, it won't bother me too much if these branches will be one on top of the other. But if you tilt your paper into the light, you can see where you've stamped. And I'm gonna do the same on the other side also. And I'm gonna apply the powder and melt it with my heat gun, and if it's needed I will be doing some more stamping. I'm gonna be using the Ranger White super fine powder. Now for my first card I will use a mix of blue and purple, and I have here Wilted Violet, Distress Ink, and the Mermaid Lagoon. And I will be wetting my paper down and will use a sprayer rather than my brush, as it is much faster. I'm just gonna drop a bit of that color and let the water pull that color. I'm gonna repeat the process until I like how the colors mix. I finished my first panel, and I just added color and then dried out and added more color and water until I got the colors blend as I wanted. And for the second panel I will try some greens, and I have here Lucky Clover, Peacock Feather, this is a teal color, and pine needles. And my second panel is done also. It is much more lighter than my camera catches it. I'm gonna be doing one more step to this, and I want to add some white splatters. So I'm just gonna be using this distress paint and shake it a bit before using it. And I'm gonna pick a bit of this paint with my brush and just flick it on top. And I'm gonna leave this to dry while I work on the rest of my card. I'm gonna use the Bunny Wishes stamp set to stamp and color these two cute bunnies, and I'm gonna stamp them onto some watercolor paper. I'm using the VersaFine Onyx Black, and this works great with watercolors. You just have to give it a second to dry, as it is a pigment ink and it's pretty juicy. I think these are just so cute. And I'll be using this Hickory Smoke just to give them a bit of shading. And Tethered Rose maybe for the ears. And I'm going to use the same colors that I used for the cards. Here are my bunnies all cut out. I will add them a bit of shimmer, and I will use this Spectrum Noir glitter marker. It is like the Wink of Stella. I just got them recently, the clear ones. And you can see here the shimmer that they add. And we'll use a white gel pen to color these buttons that I covered while I was coloring. I'm gonna be doing some more embossing, and I have here a piece of vellum, and I'm gonna be stamping the poinsettia in this set. Sorry about the large zoom. I'm gonna stamp a bunch of these and use my white powder for embossing. And here are all my cutout flowers. I cut 3 for each card. I'm gonna do my sentiments now, and once again we'll be doing some embossing, and I'm gonna be using this stamp set. This is called Delightful Ornament. Gonna create some tiny strips and stamp one with peace and one with joy, and do some gold embossing. And we'll be using the Simon Says Gold Ultra Fine Powder. I have prepared two card bases and they are both white. I just made a vertical folding. We'll be doing some stamping and I'm gonna be using this background stamp from Concord and Ninth. This is a gorgeous background stamp and this is called Barnwood. For inking this up, I will be using this fossil gray ink from Simon Says. This is a worm gray ink. I'm just gonna stamp this on top like this and then we'll lay my paper right on top. And just look how gorgeous this is. It has this grungy feeling. I really like this stamp. And I can now assemble my cards. I want to pop my panels with some foam, and just because I've used a lot of water, my cardstock here got pretty warped, and I know that if I want to adhere this onto the foam directly, it will still keep these bumps. So I'm just gonna adhere this piece to another panel of cardstock, and I'm making sure that I'm placing my adhesive tape right on the edges so I can press and flatten them as much as I can. I have a piece of pretty heavyweight cardstock here. I'm gonna press on the edges and then I will trim out the excess. The foam is not that sturdy as a medium, so that's why I'm adhering this to another piece of heavy white cardstock, and then I will place my foam. And you can see that it's pretty straight. And I've cut some fun foam a bit smaller than the size that my panel have so that they don't show up from the sides. And I'm using the same adhesive tape to adhere this down. And I'm gonna now adhere my poinsettias. And create like a tiny cluster. And I will use a bit of glossy accents to adhere these down. I'm gonna adhere my bunny right onto the banner. So I've scattered some clear sequins here and there, as you can see. I love the shimmer of the Spectrum Noir pen. I don't see such a big difference between this glitter pen and the Wink of Stella one. Maybe this one applies a bit more shimmer, but that's because you kind of have to shake it like each time you use it, and that maybe makes the product to come out a bit more. Just gonna try to add some splatters, so I'm just gonna shake this. I think you can see them here and there. Okay, so that pretty much wraps up the project for today. These were my first winter cards for this year. I really had so much fun playing with these new stamps that I got. I can't wait to start my winter series, but that will be in a couple of months or so. I want to thank you all for liking my videos and subscribing and all your comments. I really appreciate that. Thank you all so much, and we'll be seeing you soon. Bye bye.